Hi everyone. We have today Dr. Kampon Sriwatanakul with us. Dr. Kampon actually did his MBBS, MD and PhD at the prestigious Mahidol University in Thailand, and he was also in the academic line. He was a professor till he retired as a deputy dean in about 35 years time. And today his interests are in regenerative medicine, and he's doing research and development in stem cell, autologous stem cells, and he's also a speaker in most of the regenerative medicine congresses internationally. Okay, Dr. Kampon, welcome to this talk.
Yes.
And you have been to Germany, and you have
Yes.
met the key trainers of a BCR system in Germany, as well as the people behind it, and you have understood BCR systems. For the benefit of doctors who are now just getting to know what BCR system is, how would you explain it to them?
Well, I think the best way to describe BCR is the way that it stimulates cellular energy, and by doing so it can help to do a lot of good things for the body. First, when the body has so-called slow metabolism, it can speed it up. In some cases, that metabolism is too fast and may lead to what we call inflammation. It can help to suppress it. This is a bit out of the medical textbook that we have been studying throughout our life. So I would like to tell you that the way to understand it, you have to be more open-minded, that we do not rely on drugs, chemical. We rely on the simple method to revitalize our so-called cellular energy. With that, it can be useful for many kind of things. I have been involved a lot in using this machine to support for the treatment of chronic pain, as well as to help with stroke patient. With this, the patient may sometimes feel almost nothing. However, if we can measure the electrical energy flow, we can notice our change happening in a good way. There are a lot of explanations to explain how they can relieve pain. It could start with working of the what we call some of the neurotransmitters involved which causing pain, and by doing so, after certain time of stimulation, we can get much pain relief even on the first time. But I do not recommend you to use it for acute pain, because acute pain can be easily handled by simple paracetamol medication. But if you have to deal with chronic pain, I don't want to see patients taking analgesic drugs and later on they have a kidney problem. So by doing this, it can be very useful for treatment chronic conditions, and the patient may need to understand that each person is quite different. So therefore, the machine is good enough to understand our human body, and it can help to train and do something good for the body depending on the patient. For some patients, 1 or 2 treatments will be more than enough, but for some we have to go much longer than that. Now, it can also be used to simulate blood flow, and therefore I have been using it to support patients with brain abnormality including stroke very well. Since we are using a lot of so-called anti-aging medicine, if we understand to use it properly, it can help also to do what we call health prevention and making people to be able to live longer. I like to conclude in a very brief manner that this new field of BCR is still not under conventional medicine education. Therefore, if you are interested in, you have to be able to look for something different. And I usually call it myself like energy medicine. And if you understand how energy can be helpful for your treatment, you can understand and utilize it in a proper way.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kampon, for that answer. And the last part of it actually points to another question. You are actually a well-renowned scientist and speaker on regenerative medicine, and you have your own stem cell lab. And the question is, there has been a lot of new developments in the field of regenerative medicine, including stem cells, autologous stem cells. Why are they not being adopted in the hospitals as easily as the newly developed drugs get? Why is that so?
Okay. First, I have to explain you about the medical curriculum. In conventional medicine, which are being taught in medical school now, it has been processed under the strict medical curriculum. So when something new happens, we will not have enough time to put to the medical students. Now, there have been a lot of development in field of medicines. What the medical doctors who finish their graduation, they must continue their medical learning, so-called continuing medical education, in order to be able to learn and understand more about the new advanced technique happening in this world. So I would strongly recommend those doctors that do not stop learning after you finish your medical school. There are a lot more to be learned after our life in medical school. And we have to open the new concept that we should look for some other treatment that we can add on to existing conventional medicine, like alternative medicine or holistic medicine, and also energy medicine. So I think I will make this point clear that because of what the medical students are learning now is already a lot in their head. So that is about the time that we must educate the graduate doctors or the postgraduate levels on all the new area of advancement in medicine.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kampon.